Steve Harvey was homeless at 28, but eventually bought a 17-acre, $15 million mega mansion to put him and his family up in. So how did he do it? How did he become a successful comedian and TV star worth over $200 million? Well, let's find out. Steve Harvey's face has become the most recognizable thing on TV today, but most people wouldn't know that he started pretty humble, so he struggled to make money when he was growing up as a young man. During that time, he was struggling to find the thing that he wanted to do with his life, for he had many jobs from being an insurance salesman to even being a boxer, but he would eventually find that thing in his life. That thing was comedy. On his first amateur night, he won $50, and that was the first signal to him that he had a talent, which was to make people laugh. So with no other prospects on the horizon, he doubled down on this talent at the age of 28, hoping it could put him on the map. So he started doing gigs and comedy shows and stand-up anywhere he could get any. It was all in the effort to not only make some money, but also to put his name out there. He needed to get the eye of somebody that will give him a big opportunity. He would get his big opportunity when he won the second annual Johnny Walker National Comedy Search and got a recurring gig on the TV show called Showtime at the Apollo back in 1993. On this show, he showed his exceptional stage presence and his chops for his infamous quick-witted comedy, which would help him in future opportunities. His skill at comedy would help in his next opportunity, a sitcom. I bet you know what we're talking about. Yes, we're talking about The Steve Harvey Show. This TV show started airing in 1996 and was a rousing success for it spanned 6 seasons. After that, with the success of the show pushing him and his fellow co-star into the limelight, Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey went on a comedy tour named The Kings of Comedy. That tour was one of the highest-grossing comedy tours of all time with a $37 million take. He then started in the 2000 concert film, The Original Kings of Comedy, featuring other great comedians such as 𝐥𝐤𝐤 and Bernie Mac. That film made over $38 million. In that same year, he started his radio show, The Steve Harvey Morning Show, which has been going strong ever since its inception. He went from there to appear in films such as Love Don't Cost a Thing and You Got Served. But his first love was always stand-up comedy, and he continued that for a long while, but everything must come to an end at some point. He retired as a stand-up comic with this last performance at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas back in 2012. But when it comes to brand recognition, the show that put Steve Harvey in the minds and on the lips of all Americans was his appearance on Family Feud. Starting in 2010, Steve Harvey became the host of Family Feud and not only skyrocketed the popularity of the show, but made himself a household name. One of the features of being on that show was how he would react to contestants when they give suggestive or wrong answers. He would always have a very funny facial expression. This was a culmination of his years as a stand-up comic, so his funny facial expressions were nothing new. But here's the thing. Family Feud was a game show where contestants, usually 2 family groups, would battle each other in a competition of wordplay, where they give the best answers to survey-style questions. So when they would answer these questions, the contestants will give their answer, and if it's something odd, Steve Harvey would give a very funny facial reaction and probably a witty joke after. And in a time of social media where moments can become viral clips, these on-stage reactions to these answers by Steve Harvey easily became viral clips, not only on YouTube, but also on sites such as Vine when it was around and Instagram. This would help promote his performances on the show, and also the show to audiences who didn't watch game shows. Many people didn't even watch the game show because they specifically liked it. They mostly tuned in for Steve Harvey's uncanny stage presence and witty jokes. This was why he became the longest-running host of Family Feud. They realized he was the primary factor in the rising popularity of the show, and they could not do without him. You could be sure Steve Harvey rinsed them clean of money as he realized his rising stock. That success led to the spin-off, Celebrity Family Feud, which was started in 2015, where celebrity families would come on the show and would try to win money for charity organizations that they represent. He still worked with that show to this day as well. All this profound success gained him enough notoriety to be honored with the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2013. Steve Harvey has made a lot of money, currently where he makes around $40 million per year with at least $3 million per season, or around $20,000 per show coming from his work with Family Feud and $20 million from his work on his radio show. But that's not the only engagement he's had. He also started hosting the Miss Universe pageant in 2015. Unfortunately, he had a huge mistake in his first event when he called the name of the runner-up of the competition as the winner by mistake. He couldn't give a funny facial expression to that situation as he awkwardly came on stage during the crowning of the runner-up to tell her she didn't win. But that mistake didn't hinder his shine, where he continued to host the Miss Universe pageant from 2016 to 2018, where his estimated income of $2 million from the multi-year deal was the highest amount of money ever paid to a host in the history of the pageant. Now, before we continue with the video, we would like for you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So come on, show us some love. Now let's continue, shall we? Remember when we said he rinsed the TV network clean? The success of Family Feud led to him working out a deal where he owns the rights to the various international versions of the TV show, and it was put under his company Stephen Harvey Global. So he is making a lot of money from that as well, racking up an estimated $5 million from the rights of these programs, inclusive of the Peru version named My People Say, the Canadian Family Feud, and the South Africa Family Feud, among other versions. Not all of his success was on TV and film though. He wrote several books like Street Talk, No Chaser, and Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. The film Think Like a Man was based on the New York Times bestseller book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Since he became such a guru in dating, he created a dating site in 2014 called Delightful. He offers advice from blogs and videos on the website, which is consistent with his brand as a dating and life coach, but also helps his customer base who are subscribed to an over $30 plan to gain access to the features and content. And if you are a guy and you need an affordable suit to wear to that date you just got off Steve Harvey's dating site, then you can check out his clothing line, the Steve Harvey Collection. Steve Harvey is known for his obsession with suits, and he has become known as the suit connoisseur for some of the neck-breaking suits that he had worn over the years. So with that collection, people get a chance at his style and suits at an affordable price and make themselves the man they need to be. Another business venture, Sand and Soul Festival, a music and comedy event, has been going on since 2017. He also has another event that he is planning, the Invest Fest. Steve Harvey partnered with Earn Your Leisure podcast hosts Troy Millings, Rashad Bilal, Michael McDonald, and Matthew Garland, and will be offering advice on entrepreneurship and wealth building from not only Steve Harvey, but a whole set of other celebrities such as Rick Ross and Charlemagne the God. He said that he started the event because he wanted to make people learn how to invest in themselves. And this is why we want to help you invest in yourself with vidIQ. vidIQ is a service I've been using to monitor my YouTube channel, and not only that but also learning to become a better YouTuber and content creator for you as well, my audience. So, if you're a content creator, whether it's YouTube or any other platform, check vidIQ out. Not only does it offer a wide variety of traffic analysis tools, from keyword analysis to a topic finder, but you can also get access to content and guides that help you become better at content creation. The basic plan is a great opportunity for you if you are young in the content creation game on YouTube, while the pro plan will be for the big dogs on this platform. Either way, you have a lot of options and resources you can access. So why don't you try it out today? Go ahead. You can click the link below in the description box to check it out now. Let's get on with the video. Steve Harvey, speaking further on the Invest Fest, said that he wanted to help people to learn to let things be poured into them because a lot of things that happened to him when he was raising in the comedy gang were unexpected. This was true. Steve Harvey's rise has been unexpected and had a lot of unexpected turns. Steve Harvey always has to adjust. Well, not all of those adjustments were good though. The Sand and Soul Festival did well on his first and second go, but on his third annual event, last year, Steve Harvey had to refund the money to many of his treasured fan base who make up most of the customers, but the show still goes on, for it was moved to another location. Remember that 17-acre house he bought? It was from David Turner, but the original owner was Tyler Perry. It was put up for sale at over $20 million, but sold to televangelist David Turner for a much lower price of $17.5 million until Steve Harvey got it for $15 million. That wasn't the only property Steve Harvey has dealt with. He has rental properties in Los Angeles and even Texas, so he makes money offering these properties for use, but he has also used these properties for himself when he's on the move or he's working in those cities at that time. So everything has a backup plan in his portfolio. So what do you think of Steve Harvey's rise in the comedy business? If you enjoy the video, please like, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm sure you want to see the next come-up story, and don't worry, when you come back, we got something for you. See you then.